Hi, I'm Anthony Torrez, and this is my time capsule video for PMA3. A little bit about myself. I'm in the mobile development program, and I'm not sure what program you're in, but whatever it is, I wish you nothing but success. If you could provide advice to yourself 4 to 8 months ago, what would you say? I think I would say don't listen to any outside sources that are negative. Um, you're doing this to better yourself. So don't listen to anyone who's telling you, why are you doing that, or, you know, something like that. Just remember, you can do anything you set your mind to. And believe in yourself. Good one for me is don't be afraid to ask for help. Uh, sort of used to doing things on my own, so that's kind of a drawback for me. Know that sometimes you have to listen to things a few times before it sinks in. Not everybody's blessed with the ability to just learn things just like that. Sometimes it's going to take just a little bit more for you to learn it. And that's okay. Don't be concerned that others seem to get things quicker than you do, because some of them may already have some coding experience. And your coding experience is kind of like non-existent, so don't worry about it. There's everybody in this class. Those who have had classes, those who have done it, those who are doing it. So the other thing is, yeah, you're going to bang your head against the wall when your code's not working, and you can't figure it out. But I think if you just step back a while, maybe chat with a fellow student on iChat about where you're having an issue and whatnot, and you'll figure it out. Sometimes all it takes is just a fresh viewpoint. And again, if a fellow student comes to you looking for help, help them as best you can, because you never know. By helping them, you might learn something in the process yourself. Do you have any tips or tricks to help you manage time? And for me, that one, I learned this one the hard way. I'm one of those guys who, once I get into coding and I'm sitting there, I'm coding up until the last minute before it's due. And I've missed a deadline or two that way, and it's messed me up. So what I do now is I set my alarm on my phone to go off an hour before the assignment's due. An hour, hour and a half, whatever. And so that way, when I'm busy in my code trying to figure out where I'm at, what I'm doing, what's not working, why is it not working, I know that when that alarm goes off, it's like, okay, stop whatever you're doing, wrap things up, get it submitted. Might not be working all the way, but you can get points for what you've got. Another trick is to do your videos as soon as possible. Like I said, I tend to do my coding, and I'm coding up until the last minute. And what I did before was to wait until the last minute and then do the video, and you got to rush through that to get that done, to get it submitted and all. Don't do that, because there might not be that many points in a video, but they can help you out. So try to get that video done as soon as possible. And if you're like me, I don't like public speaking. And doing the videos is almost as bad. But after you do it a few times, you get used to it. So just get it out of the way, take care of it. Are there specific resources, online or otherwise, you would recommend to students entering the design courses or SDI and the first programming courses? Well, the school gives you lynda.com, and that is really a great resource. Utilize it as much as possible. For myself, I tend to prefer, doing internet searches on topics. Sometimes you'll find a site that's good on one thing but not on another, and so I can't really recommend a particular site as I use different sites. The other thing is I tend to pick up books on the subject. you know, my personal library of books for JavaScript, and jQuery and HTML5 and that. You know, it's like, okay, my current library is growing a little bit. So that's because I like to look in the book, write in the book if I have to, you know, things like that. Lastly, the one thing I'd say is to, if you're not on Facebook already, consider it. No, actually don't consider it, just do it. Because you can get access to the FSO MDVBS group that's on Facebook. It's just a site for those of us who are in the mobile development program. And what that does is that gives you access to other students who have already been where you're at now. And so if you're stuck on something and you're like, well, okay, the teacher explained it, but it's still not sinking in, what does this mean? You can ask somebody who's already gone through it. And they'll help you. And the idea is that when you get to where they're at, you're going to help those that are coming in. So, you know, we all try to help each other because the idea is we got to succeed in this. You know, so that's my time capsule video for PMA3. I'm Anthony Torrez, and thank you for listening.